Hey y'all, Brandon Renas here. Hope you're doing absolutely amazing. So today I kind of want to talk about the media and what's going on with the reporting and how important it is. So, I'm sure if you're on Facebook, if you're a liberal or a Democrat, you're noticing that, or a liberal or Democrat or Republican, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you have any friends, you're recognizing that different people are posting that Donald Trump is only appointing racists. I've got posts on my page just overflowing with all the different racist people Donald Trump is appointing. Yeah. It's over, guys. It's over. Donald Trump is a racist. That's the reality. Now, don't worry. The same media that told us that if we didn't go to war with Iraq, we were going to have to worry about nuclear threats. Yeah, that same media, they're giving us this information. So they're really accurate. The same media that in 2007 was bragging about how amazing our economy was, yeah, right before it crashed in 2008, yeah, that same media is telling us how dangerous these appointees are that Donald Trump is appointing. Now, the same media that said that Hillary Clinton had a 98.1% chance of winning the election, that same media is telling us that Donald Trump is only appointing racist people. So don't worry, they at least have a lot of credibility. I'm sure they're right on this one. I also want to talk about the lawsuit that Donald Trump was just a part of. Now, he just settled for $25 million, which is no small chunk of change. Now, it's a smaller amount to him because he's worth a lot of money. But I am getting posts on my Facebook of, oh, Donald Trump, he just lost his lawsuit, la, 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 la. He's so pathetic. Okay, let's go and look into this a little bit. So Donald Trump created a university, that's his words, and it was more of like an education seminar, whatever you want to call it, some sort of seminar. And the way you would find out about it oftentimes would be to go to like an inspirational speaker or something like that, and they would have all these different groups out there who would be advertising their product. I have been to these. In fact, I have spent a motherload of money on some of these, okay? So we're going to get into this. You go into this inspirational speak where you're going to have all this advertisements, all these different things, and you listen. Hey, these guys are trying to sell you stuff on eBay. This guy's trying to sell you how to deal with the housing market, aka Trump University. This person's trying to teach you how to trade the stock market so you can become rich. This person's teaching you how to use eBay. This person's trying to teach you how to use Craigslist, and all of them have all these success stories of the super successful people who have worked under their mentorship and became very successful. I have been to these. I actually got involved in one that cost me, I believe it was around 30 grand. So I've spent a motherload of money on some of these things, okay? And you go to them and they say, hey, the first day you can come to our thing. It's going to cost you $100 and you get a 3-day event where you can learn about what we do. And so you go, is it worth it? Yeah, I'm willing to do it. So you go, throw in $100, you go to the seminar, you listen to everything. And after 3 days you go, wow, these guys really impress me, or they don't. And if they really impress you, they might say, hey, what we're going to do is we're willing to educate you more. It's going to cost you 10 grand, 15 grand, 25 grand, whatever it is. I don't know Donald Trump's numbers or what his were. But anyway, long story short, this is what they do. And for me, I looked at it and I went, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do it? And at the time, they wanted 30, I believe it was 32 grand from me. I didn't have 32 grand. I thought about it, and they literally showed me how I could spend money on a credit card, max it out, and pay for my training in order to do what I want to do. Now, this is obviously high-risk stuff, and the people that were doing the advertising, they literally explained this, and they pointed out how high risk it was, but they also pointed out how you can make money, how long it takes, how much work it takes to make money, things of this kind. And so I go and I look at it, I listen to the whole thing, and I didn't like the whole max out your credit card technique personally, but I decided, you know what, it is worth it for me. I want to do something like this where I'm going to give everything I've got into whatever I'm putting my money into. If I just put in 5 grand and I lose it and I don't really get all the studying and all the facts for myself and I don't really immerse myself in the information, for me, at least for my own type of person, I won't do it. I'm too lazy. I'll just be like, yep, it was a 5 grand loss. I need to literally be like, okay, I have to make this work or I'm not going to go any further. So that's just how I'm wired. So I decided it was worth it for me. Now I put all this money into it, hurt me financially massively, and I started studying and pushing myself and just grinding and learning what they had to learn. And it was a massive amount of information. Now that was my choice. Let's say I got into what I was doing, and I'm not going to get into the details because I don't want to throw the company under the bus. But let's say I completely failed. I lost all my 30 grand, and I failed in what they were trying to have me do, and I failed miserably. Whose fault was that? That's mine. That's not the company's fault. It's my fault. Now, maybe the company I was with, they didn't call themselves a university, and this seems to be the big problem with Trump's case. He called himself a university. Who cares? The point is that you're spending money to learn about education on something. I don't know what the definition of university is and what university isn't. All I know is they're spending time with experts trying to teach you how to think, how to master whatever they're trying to talk about. And so that's what I was trying to do, is I wanted to learn and master it, and I succeeded, and I started having success. And I still have not made my 30 grand back yet. I'm going to be honest. But I knew that that's what I had to do for me, and there's no one to blame but myself. Now, these same people did the same thing for Donald Trump. They hear this and they go, oh, I'm willing to look into it. I look into it. They look into it. They go, hey, I want to buy the bigger plan, the more expensive plan, whatever it is. And they chose. Nobody forced them. They chose to put their money into education. Yes, Trump called it a university. I personally think it's stupid that the government says, oh, this regulation makes it a university. Who cares? But long story short, it wasn't an official university. Well, the same people that are now suing him, the vast majority of them, gave him a 5-star out of 5-star rating. So Donald Trump said, hey, yeah, I have the university name wrong, whatever. But the reality is I was giving solid information that was truly helping people make money. We can look at the statistics. We can look at the proof. There are actual people that have made a motherload of money using the techniques I was teaching. There's also lots of people that went through the training, and after going through it all, they said, man, this was really educational for me. Maybe they didn't make money yet, but they thought that they did a great job teaching them. So they give them a 5-star out of 5-star rating, the vast majority of these people. Well, then 2008 happens. He's talking about housing. The housing market crashes. These guys, a lot of them go broke. They spent all this money learning, all this time educating themselves, and they go broke. And they go, oh, I'm going to sue Donald Trump. Let's get in a class action lawsuit. He had the wrong name. It's no longer a Trump University. It should have been a university. I lost all this money. I think that's why Donald Trump was going to fight it. And I think that's why he would have won. He might have lost a little bit. He might have lost some arguments, but I think he would have won the lawsuit overall. The problem is he was extending it over time, which is what you do in a lawsuit. But he couldn't extend it any further. And he now is president of the United States, where he has two options. Either A, keep fighting the lawsuit that he thinks he can win, or B, actually start appointing people that can help change our country and actually focus on being the best president he can possibly be. Well, I believe Donald Trump chose B. Whether you like the guy or not, you can't argue that it's insane to try to deal with a lawsuit full-time and try to be president at the same time, especially while you're picking your cabinet and all these different people. You don't have to like the guy. You have to recognize that takes a ton of time. And the same people who are bashing Donald Trump, saying, oh, he doesn't care about our country. Well, he's actually proving that he does. Because if he didn't care about our country, he would keep fighting that lawsuit, because that would be priority. That would be what he would be trying to save his money on. Instead, he says, hey, here's $25 million, which of course sucks for him. And he says, I'm going to keep focusing on trying to build my cabinet, keep strengthening America, keep building our country. Keep finding the best people for the best opportunities in our country. And that's what he decided to do. Again, you don't have to agree with him. You just have to recognize these are basic facts. This is just reality. And this whole idea that people are going to win a lawsuit because they invested their own money by choice and then they didn't get the results that they wanted, that's their choice. That's their fault. Sue the company. Sue the education. Or I should say sue him, but give him a bad review. Then he's not going to be able to keep getting people to go through the system. But it's obvious he's had a tremendous amount of success. Look at all the people that had success. Look at all the great reviews. You don't always win. Whether you're learning how to trade the stock market, whether you're learning how to trade, be on Craigslist or eBay, whether you're in network marketing, you can go in network marketing. Are you going to sue the network marketing company for taking $500 of your money up front and all these other people made millions of dollars, but you didn't, so now I'm going to sue the company? Come on, guys. Let's try to think realistically, not this, oh, Republican, Democrat, bullcrap. Finally, this racism stuff is getting me pissed off. Everything that Donald Trump does is racist. Anything that you post that's anti-Obama, racist. If you voted against Hillary Clinton, you're sexist. You're a bigot. If you're one of these people that is posting these words so loosely, I'm going to make it really clear. And I'm doing this on Facebook. I'm doing this on YouTube. I am done playing Mr. Nice Guy. I am done defending myself. At this point, there is no longer a time to defend yourself. If you're on the internet and you're debating people, in my opinion, you need to stop defending Donald Trump for not being a racist, and you need to go on the offense. Be polite. but go on the offense. Whether it's trolling, I don't care what you want to call it. It's super simple. You want to call me a racist for voting for Donald Trump, or call Donald Trump a racist. This is a man that has hired black people. Okay? He has top executives in his company that are black. Then they call Breitbart, whatever the heck that news network is, a racist organization, a bigot organization. This is a group that has Milo Yiannopoulos as one of their lead writers, a white gay man who's Catholic and brags about black dick and how he loves him. That's the racist organization. Pretty racist. Oh, don't worry, they got every single race and gender there. But don't worry, they're racist. And what I do is I literally just flip it on the face and say, hey, you don't care about racism. And this is the reality of it. They don't. When you cry wolf, when you say, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist, you start losing your credibility, and you also take power away from that word, the real powerful word, racism. If I go up to you and I call you a rapist and I say, hey, rapist, you're a rapist, and I start telling everybody on your page you're a rapist, everybody else, rapist, 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 rapist. Well, as soon as people find out that you're not a rapist, first of all, I have no credibility. Second of all, I'm not helping people who have truly been raped. Because if you have enough people calling people rapists, and they don't have credibility, the real victims, the real people who have been raped, they have less credibility when they say, hey, that guy's raping me. People go, well, I hear that every day of the week, so I'm not going to go and defend that man. I'm not going to go beat him up. So we need to turn this argument around. We need to take these people that are saying everything's racist, and as long as we know for a fact that they're not, because we should do our research, we should make sure we know what we're talking about before we get into this, oh, you're racist and you're not racist. And then we need to turn it around. And I do this to black friends. And when they post everything, oh, you're racist, I literally get in their face. I'm like, dude, you need to stop complaining about racism because you don't care about it. You cannot factually prove that this man is a racist, yet you are using that word so loosely, truly hurting the true victims of racism. That is a person that cares about racism. A person that does not use that word unless it matters. So that way it still has power. But now, when we actually have a true Ku Klux Klan person that's doing something negative towards black people, and we have somebody screaming, racist! Who's going to go and defend the person? Who's going to go put their life on the line? I'm going to be like, well, I hear that every day of the week. I hear that every 5 minutes. Everybody's a racist according to me. Apparently I'm a racist too. And that takes away. It actually helps the Klan. It helps the racists. It helps the rapists. It helps the bigots. So don't pretend. Don't go in the defensive. Oh, no, he's not a rapist. Go on the offensive and say, bro, if anything, it's you that's the rapist. If anything, it's you that's the racist. If anything, it is you that is helping the racists. And use facts. Don't do this nice and polite stuff. Oh, well, maybe, kinda, and I'm just going to keep defending. It is time to go on the offense. Because there are victims now that are going to become, there's going to become more and more victims if we can use these words so loosely. I personally want to defend the blacks that would possibly, or any of them, who would be attacked because of their color of skin. That is disgusting. That is despicable. Anybody who would attack somebody because of their skin color is a waste of life, in my opinion. And you will get me. You will have me defending those who are innocent. When a person gets raped, you will have me defending them. I nearly died in a situation trying to protect a woman back in the day that was getting beat up by 3 different dudes. I'm not afraid to risk my life to defend the innocent. With that said, you cannot have people like me or any other good person, which there are tons of them, defending people when everybody cries wolf all the time. It is up to us to actually turn this around and flip it around and be aggressive and to actually point out very clearly that this is not a time to be defensive. This is the time to attack and to point out that the people who are using these words so loosely are actually promoting the things that they say they hate. They are actually promoting rape. They are actually promoting racism. They are promoting it. They are helping the KKK. And that is disgusting. And there's no time for defense there. You go on to the offense. You don't defend the person and go, well, I wonder if they should get raped. No, you go on the offense and you make sure that person doesn't get raped. You don't go, well, I wonder if that person deserves all these racist comments. No, you never go and say, oh, well, when there's a situation, when you have a racist situation, some white person taking on a black person or mocking a black person, you don't go, well, I wonder if they deserve it. No, you go on the offense and you defend that person. And that is what I will do whenever I know that the facts are on my side. But we have to hold these people, everybody, accountable, whether it's friends of ours, enemies of ours, people on the same political side, or people that are not. We have to make sure that racist means something, rapist means something. Because as long as we have all these people crying wolf, the true victims are the ones that get hurt. Not me, not the people online using the word rapist loosely, the victims that actually get raped, the victims who actually have to deal with racist things, they are the ones that get hurt. And I am not willing to stand up for that. I am not willing to promote that. If you guys want more videos like this, please hit subscribe. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you hate it, give me a thumbs down. Please let me know why. Appreciate it. That's all I've got for now. Peace out.